Well, hi guys, we're back with another bit of Blitz action. As you can see, I've lost some rating points as per usual, and that normally happens and I wake up and I can't remember where I've lost them, so it's probably a sign of a good night, shall we say. And this night on H3 is certainly not a good night. That is a very naughty night, and we need to bring that night back into the action. So, who am I playing? I'm playing a fellow Brit. I have no idea who though. He hasn't left his name down on the form, but he is Zocco. I'm obviously outgrading him by somewhat. I'm still trying to play this opening that I was given as a suggestion, but no one's going into the main lines, if there is such a thing. And now we've got a really strange King's Gambit kind of position, haven't we? I mean, what is my knight doing on f2? That is not a great square for the knight. But I'm hoping he'll take on f4, I go d4, and I get some kind of weird King's Gambit. So here we go. So at least we're out of theory. And who knows what's happening here. Okay, well, that's a very sensible move. Well, no, it's not actually. I mean, wow, my knight actually looks good now. It's actually doing a job. It's defending my pawn. Normally, if you could take this pawn back in this type of opening, you should get a very comfortable position, but I'm a little bit exposed on the e-file here. I mean, I probably should just take this knight because that's quite a good piece, but then after queen takes, I have a slight problem with my pawn on d4. I'm wondering about the funky move bishop to e5. Is that legal? Is that a possibility? I don't know. Or even queen to f3 is quite interesting here. Takes, queen takes. So many choices, as they say. And okay, what are we going to do? Well, I think probably I mean, if I take though, he's attacking two pawns, so not sure about that, to be honest. I can castle and try to gain some counterplay. It looks a bit rubbish to me, but okay, so this is actually quite an annoying position. Right, I'll go queen f3. Can't think of anything else to do. And now, I'm assuming he'd take my bishop and castle. Keep your ideas openings coming in. I do try to follow your ideas. I might have to give this one up soon. I mean, this opening. It's not really doing me many favours, is it, this position? He's just attacking. I want my knight on f3. What is this stupid knight doing? Really stupid knight. Why did I put it on h3 on move 1? And no one's playing the fun line against me, which is even more frustrating. Okay, my opponent has advanced with c5. Well, I'm assuming I should grab that one. And obviously I'd love to get castled, but that's easier said than done. Now, if I go queen e4, I'm probably going to lose a piece. This is quite shockingly bad. All right, okay, king f1, and now we have to. I mean, I don't want my king on f1. Obviously, my rook should be on f1. This king has got lost on a drunken night on this square here. Get my pieces out, if in doubt. And my opponent is now trying to open up the f-file. He's playing quite well. He's not supposed to play well. It's frustrating when your opponent plays well, isn't it? They're supposed to play rubbish every single game. Well, while I play this, I'd just like to announce that the English Chess Federation have nominated their Player of the Year. And it was my fellow teammate, Jonathan Hawkins. So congratulations, Hawkins. He's a very, very strong player. He won the British equally with David Howell. Now, I was a bit surprised to see that David Howell didn't win the English Federation Player of the Year, because he won the British first with Jonathan Hawkins. He came second in Gibraltar. He won Dubai. So that was a little bit of a shock to me that David Howell didn't actually win it. Well, I certainly should be. I mean, yeah, my idea today was actually to play with some music, and I had some nice tracks by The Prodigy lined up, but I haven't got around to that yet, but I kind of wish I do have some music playing in the background now. Okay, so here we go. So do I have any chance to attack him here? I mean, I'm trying to get knight g5 or knight f6 in, something like this, but I mean, if you imagine my king was castled here, I would have a very happy position, but that is obviously not the case. And knight g5, just h6. So I still don't like my position just because of the positioning of my king. I kind of want to swap queens off here, which is quite unlike me, because then my king in f1 is going to be in less danger. I'm kind of thinking, can I start throwing old Harry up the board here? Harry the h pawn. Is it time to roll? Well, he's going to take on b2. Do I just give up all my pawns there and throw Harry down the board like a complete caveman, like a complete lunatic? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, it's a load of rubbish, but let's just throw Harry. We've got to get Harry moving. Let's move him down the board. And obviously, this is a really crap position here. My opponent's played well here, though, so all fair play to Zocco, who is quite low rated, but he's playing much better than his rating in this game. Okay, well, I've got to keep playing like an absolute loon here, a Looney Tune, as we say. I mean, how do I do that? I'm wondering if I can take on h5. No. Well, this knight's not doing anything. Let's move this one around somewhere. I still don't know what I'm doing today. I need a bit of waking up today, and my time's bad as usual. But Jimmy. Right, okay. Let's just move quick and get some of these pieces in. I want to maybe just sack on h5 with my bishop and get my knight to h5, creating some puntable chances. But even after bishop takes h5, my opponent doesn't have to take it, and he's very sensibly just attacked my knight. Well, it looks like okay, so I'm going to go here. Well, I'm only one pawn down, but I'm down on time, and I'm probably going to lose another pawn. Again, I'm going to try to get the queens off, even though the ending's awful for me. My opponent, again, wisely not getting them off the board. This is a pretty shocking game. Dear, oh dear, what's happened to me today? Sometimes this occurs, doesn't it? You just play like an absolute, you know, well, I can't think of the right word, but you know what I mean. Idiot. I mean, I haven't even got a plan here. This is appalling. Okay, I'm gonna really need to get lucky. So time to start blitzing. Time to get the blitzing hand going, which we've seen is a little bit not working very well. It hasn't worked very well for a long time. It's because I broke a knuckle. That's my excuse in my little finger, and they couldn't fix my hand. So from then onwards, my hand has been broken. Don't ask me how I broke my knuckle. Yeah, so that's my excuse. That's why I'm so slow. 30 seconds, and my opponent's just grabbing pawns. This is not good. Okay, he's coming in. Right. I've got to go g3 probably, haven't I, as well? But then he takes my knight. Oh, flip. I mean, this is just an awfully disgusting game. So I'm gonna for the next game. I'm putting the music on. I'm gonna sing along, and I'm not gonna say anything just to see if I can get in the role, because this is just shocking. I mean, maybe one of the worst games I've played on this. I mean, I want to keep swearing it. I might just have to let it loose soon. Gee, is there any point? It's a bit disrespectful of me playing on, especially when I got 14 seconds. Well, there you go. I've just lost all respect in the British Isles by losing to some idiot, and I can't even move there because I'll be moving into check. My time is bad. Right, well played, Zocco. That's a good wake-up call for me. So, I mean, am I going to even bother analysing that game? I don't think there's any point. I mean, my opponent played very sensibly. D5 was a good move, actually, in the opening. Because otherwise I've quite a nice position here. You know, if he doesn't play D5. And actually, after D5, you see this knight on F2, which I moved to F2. It's just absolutely... Where is it? This piece here on F2, it just shouldn't be on that square. So passive. It's such a rubbish square for the knight. So that's not good. So the headphones are going on next time, and I might just do a little bit of sing-along. Well, I can't really sing along to the Prodigy. I probably can't play the lyrics either because they're a bit too rude. But you can probably guess one of the songs. I need something angry to get me rocking and rolling. Angry, angry, angry! Think like a tiger! Arrgh.